I'm Rachel. Just to point out, this is a little lad called Alex, so we'll come back to him later. I'll tell you a little bit about Alex. So I'm Rachel. I work at Little Miracles, which is a charity in Peterborough. Have any of you ever heard of us before? Any of you got family members or friends that might come along to Little Miracles? Okay. So Little Miracles is a charity which started in 2010 by a lady called Michelle. She has a little boy called Oliver who has very complex needs. So even before Oliver was born, Michelle and her husband were told that he would not survive. So his combination of conditions were incompatible with life, is what they called it. They went to care, Oliver was born, and he has very, very complex needs. A lot of issues, but they went forward with it. They were in hospital for the first 15 months of his life. So it was all very much of a struggle for the family. On coming out of hospital, Oliver was in a wheelchair, he has oxygen, a whole bunch of medications, a lot of equipment needs to be equipped around them. Michelle was getting on a bus in Peterborough one day, and the bus driver said, "Oh, no, off this bus, that oxygen could explode." So, obviously the bus driver didn't know anything about Oliver's conditions, about what he needed, what equipment he needed. Michelle had been through all of this with Oliver for those 2 years. She got off the bus, she said it wasn't her proudest moment, she sat on the pavement and she cried. Another lady came up, put her arm around her and said, "Come on, let's go for coffee." That's how the Little Miracle started. The other lady was another lady who had a child with additional needs. They went for coffee, had a chat, all about the lack of support that there was in the area at that time. So finding somewhere you could go, you could talk to parents who had the same, were going through the same things, where children could meet other children that were going through the same things, where you could go along to baby groups and other mothers didn't pull their babies away from yours because they were afraid of the tubes and the oxygen and all the things that were going into them. So that's how Little Miracles started. They started a little coffee group, they found more and more parents, they started to rent somewhere to hold some meetings or some activities, some play, they got some equipment, all through fundraising. And then I think it was 6 years ago, DIY SOS, the big build, as part of Children in Need, came to, well, we asked them, and first they said no, it was too much, but they actually said yes eventually and built us a purpose-built centre in Peterborough. So if you're ever in the Ravensthorpe Westwood area, we're on Hartwell Way, and we're a great big building that literally looks like a big rainbow. Obviously the rainbow is quite important to us. So they built us our centre, which is amazing. We have a sensory room, counselling rooms, a huge play area, we have a garden for children to play in with accessible roundabouts, accessible trampolines, you can get wheelchairs on there, get wheelchairs up into the tree house. It's a fantastic place. So we went from supporting literally just a few families right in the beginning. So over the years we've grown and grown. We now support 8,000 families across the region. So we've got 14 branches. So that's from Bourne to Milton Keynes to St Neots to Ramsey to I can't name them all. Have to remember. But yes, so we've got 14 branches at the moment. So you can imagine the amount of children and families that need that support. Not just the children themselves, we support the families and we support their siblings as well. Obviously it can be quite difficult for anyone else to understand what a sibling of a child with needs will go through. So how do we support families? So we do it through what we call family support. So that is providing one-to-one support. So we will sit with the family providing emotional support. So there are things you go through that might be difficult. Even things like finding the right school for your child, finding the right support and care for your child within that school. We go along to doctors' meetings to make sure that families can understand what's going on in the meetings. It can be obviously quite emotional and quite difficult to take everything in. We go to meetings in schools, we provide support in completing the great big forms you have to complete to apply for any kind of equipment for your child or any kind of house adaptations or benefits that families are entitled to. So a disabled child is entitled to benefits to cover things like some of their equipment, but the booklet is 70 pages long for a family to complete. So when you're going through a bit of a difficult time, it's a really difficult thing to do. So we do all of that. We also provide lots of activities. So at our centre in Peterborough and in our other branches, we provide activities such as simple things like arts and crafts, messy play, sensory play. We have, like I said, we have a sensory room, we have outdoor play. We build things, we provide home education for those children who can't attend school, all manner of things. We do trips. For a family with a disabled child, it can be quite daunting to actually take that child out into the big wide world, be that in a wheelchair, or because of the child's behaviour is misunderstood sometimes. It can just be a challenge. So we propose trips to the families to take them to zoos, beaches. We even did an overnight trip to Disney in Paris last year, where they're supported. There are other people that go through the same thing, so they feel like it's more of an achievable thing for them to do. We also provide training. So 82% of families with a disabled child live below the poverty line, so they actually can't really afford to live. So it's really important, and that's largely because one or both parents has to give up work to look after that child, because there is so little support out there. So what we do at Little Miracles is to try and train the parents back into building their confidence, getting them back into work. For example, with Alex's mum that you saw earlier, when Alex was born, Samira knew there was something not quite right with him, he wasn't developing as they thought. People again would pull their children away from him, would say, oh, what's wrong with him? She brought him along to Little Miracles after a while, because he was diagnosed with a very rare condition. There's no child like Alex in the world. So she brought him along to Little Miracles, and we sort of swept him up and gave him a cuddle, and like, oh my God, she's amazing, he's gorgeous. She was like, whoa, no one's ever said that before. Everybody was sort of shying away and focusing on what was wrong with him. So Alex has now been coming for 6 years. He spent 5 of his 6 birthdays in hospital. We've gone along to hospital to decorate his room on his birthday, as we do with all our families when they're in hospital. But Samira, she's a single parent and she's had a lot of difficulty accessing support. So through us, she's done training. She's now a special needs TA within a school. They both learned to sign. They were told Alex would never walk, communicate, eat, be able to do anything for himself. They do now sign to each other. They've learned that through Little Miracles. He loves to sing, to be sung to, whizzes around on a little wheelie bag thing that knocks your legs. And actually, through Little Miracles, he's learnt to actually accept his walker. He was given a walker by the doctors who said, and he was saying, absolutely not, I'm not doing that. But within a couple of hours to bring him along to Little Miracles where there was another child using one, he was like, okay, look at that. And after a little while, he was actually able to manoeuvre around the centre. So the little boy can now communicate, and he can now not walk, but he can get around. So those are huge achievements for that family in particular. And through places, as I said, we have 14 branches. We also have a sensory room in Queensgate. I don't know if any of you, when you're shopping, have noticed that we've got a sensory room there. It's the yes, down that end. So it is the first sensory room that's permanent within a shopping centre within the UK. So Little Miracles have been quite pioneering in that. So we staff that from 10 till 4, Monday to Sunday, which is a huge thing. If you've got a child with autism, my daughter has autism, epilepsy, and a bunch of other things, shopping can be a huge deal. The lights are too bright, the sounds are too loud. So taking her along to there just for a little chill out, a little rest, look at the bubbles and have a bit of music, play with a toy, makes a huge difference, and then we can sort of gather ourselves and off we go again. So it makes a huge difference to people. So how much does it cost to do all this? Well, a huge thing that we do at Little Miracles is counselling. Lots of children need counselling, lots of parents need counselling for things that they go through and things they face. Counselling sessions cost around £28 a session. On average, a family will need about 20 sessions. We run 131 counselling sessions a week, and it works out to around £120,000 a year just for counselling. So that's a huge expense that we need to cover. We have things like exotic animals that come into us. The children can hold a tarantula and a python and all those lovely things. But it was an amazing experience. That cost us over £200. In fact, it's over £400. £200 to hire Activity World for the evening. We took 704 people to the pantomime at Christmas. That was £30 a family, and that's at a reduced rate. So it all adds up, everything, that it costs an awful lot of money to run Little Miracles. So how do we generally fund it? We do our own fundraising, we have a fundraising committee. So we do things like football tournaments, sponsored swims, sponsored runs, you get all families involved and friends and anybody who will get involved. Raffles, auctions. We have a couple of charity balls a year, all those kinds of things. That doesn't bring in big cash, as you can imagine. We also have grants, so for big items, like we needed some soft play, so that was running into thousands of pounds, we can apply for grants. So there are certain trusts around the country that you can apply to. So you've got two people who literally fill out forms all day, every day, trying to apply for money for us. But there are hundreds of charities applying for the same amount of money. So, you know, it's a competition, and we don't always get that. And the last way is donations. We are hugely reliant on donations and fundraising from amazing people like you who do some incredible stuff. We've had people jump out of aeroplanes, shave their heads, run marathons, anything you can imagine to raise money, which is absolutely amazing. People feel so passionate about our children. So, where do we want to be? Little Miracles in the next 3 years wants to grow, continue to grow. We want to move from 14 branches to 30 branches within the next 3 years, and we want to be supporting 50,000 children rather than 8,000. So as you can imagine, we've got a lot of fundraising to do, we've got a lot of organising to do, and a lot of planning to do, but that's where we intend to be 3 years from now. We also want to have a play bus or a sensory bus that's mobile that can go around to schools, to parties, you know, to all kinds of places, so that every child that needs it can get access to that kind of support. So just quickly a little update on Oliver that I mentioned at the beginning, Michelle's son, the original Little Miracle. He was a child that was told he wouldn't survive. There's no other child like him in the world that has survived beyond 9 months, and he's just turned 11. So Oliver is an absolutely amazing little boy. He has tubes here, all kinds of stuff going on. He's absolutely incredible. He's at the centre every day. If any of you get the chance to come down and visit us, please do, and you will meet Oliver and his sisters and many other children that are there. And we'd love to see you. So thank you so much for the fundraising you're about to do. I think you're all awesome, and you're all welcome to come